What's up, guys? So today I kind of want to do something a little bit different. Normally I post stories or videos about us on the road or me cooking or doing something ridiculous. But when I've been making my new EP here, I've been asking myself a lot of fun questions about what my music is about, where I'm trying to go with it, what my art is, who I am, who you are. And I realized that there were some gaps in the stories there, and mainly of which I genuinely just want to know more about you. So I really wanted to come up with a way where I could learn about you. And the only fair trade on that is I also feel like you should be able to learn something about me, right? So what I'm going to try to do for the rest of this week is basically I'm going to try to tell you guys like a story a day. And I have no idea what it'll be yet. I kind of have an idea for today, but somewhere during these stories, I'm gonna post, if you're on Instagram, like a little link right down there. If you're on Facebook or something, I'm a little lazy. I'm not gonna do this video twice, so it'll be somewhere in the post around the world. But basically, what I want to do is I want to tell you a story, and then use this link to go pop over to my website, and it'll give some instructions for where you can get a free preview of one of my new tracks for Rumors. I'm going to send it out through email, and basically in that email is going to be an opportunity for me to learn a little bit about you. And I think this is what's not only going to make the music a little bit better, but the journey that I feel like we're about to go on as I release this new music is something that now we can do together. So if you're still with me, if you haven't totally fast forwarded to something yet, I would like to tell you a little story. So I grew up in Mundelein, Illinois, which is a suburb about an hour north of Chicago, Illinois. When I was about 12 years old, I went to a small Catholic school, because I'm an Irish Italian boy, called Santa Maria. The crazy thing is the school actually, it still stands, but there's no more school anymore. It's closed, which I feel like I'm way too young to have that kind of thing. That's like a grandpa memory, but I digress. So when I was in sixth grade and I was about 12 years old, we had a school musical, and I think they did this every year. I was a little young, I don't remember, but this particular year, I remember that every grade had to do a different, like one or two songs from a musical, and mine was doing Grease. We had auditions and everything like that, and I auditioned and got the part of Danny Zuko, who was played by John Travolta in the movie, and was all greased up, whatever, number one guy. I turned it down because I wanted to be Johnny Casino. Johnny Casino was the band leader. So if you remember the ba 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 da da da, that whole scene, Johnny Casino is the guy on stage actually ripping with the band. So my future was already a little telling at this point. But long story short, we'll fast forward to the actual performance that night. At this point, I'd only been playing guitar for maybe 1 or 2 years. I was having a blast doing it, and I just thought it would be fun. But during the middle of that performance, during the second song, it was Jump, Jive, and Wail, I think. No, I don't know, whichever one is, I can't even think about it now. You know what I'm talking about from the dance scene. But there was a point where all the students in sixth grade go out in the aisles and they grab all of the parents and they pull them around and then they start dancing with them in the aisles. All the lights were going and it was crazy, and I was playing and there was this band behind me, and I suddenly realized that I just something hit me, and I looked out and I was different. I was totally different. Something hit me, and I remember distinctly going back to this townhouse that my mom, my brother, and I lived in, and when you go in the front door, it kind of turn to the right and then up the stairs and then turn to the left, and then you had the kind of top floor. I remember just making that first right turn, carrying my guitar, which was probably about the size of me still at the time. And I just remember thinking, when I read about Pete Townsend and all these guys talking about the high on stage that they got, that I felt like I just felt it. And there was something as I was making that turn up the stairs to go put my guitar away where I distinctly remembered I would never be the same. That was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And crazy enough, what is it now? I'm 31, 17 years later, whatever it is. Now I'm talking to you, and I'm sharing this story because I'm still playing my guitar, hoping maybe I can steal 3.5 minutes of your life for a song so you can listen. So, long story short, which it never is, that's my story for the day. So, if you enjoy any of this and you're interested in telling me more about you, more importantly, don't hesitate. DM me now if you're feeling inspired, but definitely click on the link below if you're on Instagram or around in the post. I'm going to send you an email at the end of the week and after a couple more stories, and there's going to be a chance for you to not only hear a preview, an exclusive track off my new EP, Rumors, but also to tell me a little bit about you, so I can find out about the people on the other end who I don't get to see when I get to stare at this weird black mirror staring back at me. But I appreciate your time. I hope you're having a fucking amazing life, an amazing day today, and go fucking do something inspiring and be incredible. And I hope to hear from you soon. Next story tomorrow. Peace.